Hello, 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 yes, it's me, Zu-Wii-Mama, and again, back with another Minecraft tutorial. So, if you've already seen the thumbnail, you might be thinking, what on earth is that mob we've built today? And that mob is called the Wraith, and it is a mob from the Minecraft dungeons. So, if you haven't played the dungeons, go for it, because it is a pretty cool game, and there's so many cool looking mobs in there. But anyway, yeah, I thought I'd build him. Nice little simple build, this one. A little bit about the Wraith as well. So, essentially, what he does when you do come across him, he attacks you with, like, these blue flames that come out the ground that burn you, of course, and do quite a lot of damage. And they also teleport away, so when you do sort of try and confront them and get rid of them, they do start teleporting away, which is a bit annoying. And the blue flames themselves like sort of represent soul fire as well, so that's a bit of trivia for you there. But anyway, nevertheless, we're actually getting to the Wraith himself. So here he is. There we go. So that's my interpretation of the Wraith. He turned out a little bit better than I expected, because I absolutely dislike building any sort of mobs that are sort of skeleton-like, only because there's so many holes and it's a bit awkward to try and explain how to build them. But this one actually isn't too bad, so it's actually quite a nice simple build. But I think anyway, it's about time we get on to the colours. 36 cyan terracotta, 32 clay, 34 light grey concrete, 40 light grey wool, 4 light blue wool, 6 light blue concrete, 572 blue wool, and finally 214 blue concrete. And I just want to say some of these numbers might not be 100% exact, so I have a few spares just in case. So I just want to say you can start building this however high you want, but for my build I started 10 blocks off the floor, so count 10 blocks up. And then we're going to start with the light grey wool, which we've already placed there. So once you've got that, we've got one there, one to the right, and then one on top as well. Switching to our light grey concrete, we're going to go one, and then diagonally 1, 2. Back to our light grey wool, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then one there, and then one on top as well. Switching to our light grey concrete again, we're going to place 2, and then on top that 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Switching to our light grey wool, we can go 1, 2. And then we're going to go light grey concrete again, 1 there. And then from the left here, we're going to come out by 1 either side. And then switch to light grey wool and then place 1 on either end as well. That's part of the rib cage. 2 wool in the centre again. And then 2 light grey concrete on top with 1 either side. And then again, replicate what's below with the wool on the end. And then carry on up. We're going to go light grey wool, concrete. Switch into our cyan terracotta, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like so. And then one block up, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 on there. And then we're just going to do one on a diagonal from the top corner there as well on either side. So you've got something that looks like a little bit like Mickey Mouse, sort of stood there in stick form. From this existing block here, we're going to place 2 more cyan, and then go to light grey wool. And then a light grey concrete on top like that. And then from underneath this back block here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 cyan, and then a clay on the end. Okay, and then from that back block there as well, we're going to go 1, 2 with a cyan, and then a light grey wool, which is 2. And then underneath, we're going to go 1 cyan, and then 1, 2, 3 with a light grey concrete. Okay, so that's the side of his head sort of at the minute, and like I said, you can see there we're just literally following the template that we've already done. And this side we're going to replicate exactly what we've done on the other side, so you can literally look across and then copy those same sections because it's exactly the same. Okay, so that's all I'm doing here, copying the exact same pattern. So clay on the end there, and then this one here we're going to do 2 cyan and then 2 wool and then the clay concrete on top, and there we go. So we've got 2 sides looking exactly the same. Okay, so we're going to start filling in the face. So from this block here, we want to bring the clay all the way across. That should be 4 across there, like that. Then on top, we're going to go 1, 2 there in the center. And then with our light grey wool, we're going to place 1 on either side. Switching to our light blue wool, you want to place 1 just there and just there on top of that light grey wool. And then 2 light blue concrete in the center. and then on top you just want to do a line with cyan across like so. Should be 4 of them across there. Underneath with a light blue concrete 2, and then light blue wool 2, and then underneath again 2 more light blue concrete. So you should have a face looking like that. With our blue concrete, from this block here, I want you to go diagonally by 1 block, and then on top of that we want to go 1, 2, 3 with our blue wool, and then underneath going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. Okay, so from here I want you to come across by 7 blocks, and then I want you to come down by 1, across by 1, and then down by 1 again. Okay, and then place 1 just in that corner as well. While we've still got the blue concrete in our hands, we're just going to finish off this side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks down, and place a blue block there and there. Okay, so you should have something looking like that. Switch to our blue wool, and we're going to come down from underneath here by a further 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switch back to our blue concrete, and again we're going to come down by a further 6 blocks. Okay, so from this point here, we're going to go 1, 2, and then 1 block beneath, so 3 in total. From here, we're going to go diagonally by 1 and place 1 on top, so it should be 2 blocks there in total. And then we're going to place 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in total next to them 2 there. And then come across and go 1, 2, 3. From there, we're going to come across by 1, 2, 3 again, so it's like a little stairwell coming down there. And then we're going to go diagonally by 1, 2, 3 blocks. And then from there, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks on the end. So you should have something looking like that. And all you're going to do now is literally switch to our blue wool. And from this point here, we're going to bring that all the way up to the very, very top. From here, now you can bring the blue wool all the way to the top. And you can match it up with this side here, so bring that all the way across and match them up nicely like so. And then all you need to do is fill in all the gaps with the blue wool. There we go. I just sped things up a little bit for you because you don't want to be watching me painstakingly misplacing all these blocks, because I am really bad when I'm trying to speed build. I'm so bad and make so many mistakes. But anyway, you should have something looking a little bit like that. Okay, now all we're going to do is literally spin on round, and we're going to replicate the same on the opposite side. So from this side now, again, from here we're going to come out diagonally by 1, and then all you're going to do now is literally look across to the other side that we've previously built and just copy the exact same pattern that we've already done. Apart from that section there that you can't see because the skull's in the way, the rest of it is really easy. You're looking across to the other side and you're going to copy the exact same pattern down. It's that simple, and there's nothing really much more for me to say about it. So I'm just going to speed the footage up on this side because, again, there's nothing really much to see here. It's just literally me building the same side up. But I wanted to obviously keep it on camera so you can actually see that I'm building it, because that's obviously part of the tutorial, isn't it? I want you to see what exactly is going on here, even though it is really, really quick. But it just saves a little bit of time, because if not, the video will end up being 20 minutes long. And let's face it, who wants to watch a 20-minute long video? But once you've done that anyway, you should have a side looking like that, and it should be exactly the same as the other side. So we're nearly there, really. We ain't got much more to do. So using our light grey wool now, we're going to go on the inside of the ribs here, and we're going to place 2 blocks on either rib. There we go, so it should be protruding a little bit now. And then with our clay, we're going to do 2 blocks on the ends of all of those ribs. There we go, it looks a bit more of a rib cage now, doesn't it? So now once we've done that, we're going to spin on round to the back and finish off the rest of the sort of cape or the robe, whatever the hell he's wearing. We're going to finish that off. So go in with our blue concrete from this block here. We're going to bring that blue all the way across to the opposite side. And then from here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 blue concrete. Skip a block and come down by 1, 2, and then 1 there, and then 1, 2 there, and then 1, 2, 3 on the end there. Okay, so you should have something looking a little bit like that. I'll just hover over a little bit so you can see what's going on. And then from the bottom section, from this left hand side, we're going to go 1 there, and then come up by 1, 2, 3. So it should be 4 in total. Come across now from here, go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like so, and then across from here now, from that block there, we're going to go 1, 2, across from that block here, we're going to go 1 there, and then 1, 2, 3 in total downwards, and then across by 1 again, and go up by 1, 2, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 underneath, And then from that block again, we're going to go one there and just one there. So you should have something looking like that. A frayed bottom of a robe. And then again with our blue wool, yes, you've already guessed it, we're going to fill in all the gaps all the way to the top of the head section now. And you should have some nearly looking a little bit like that. There we go. If you want to add a little bit more blue concrete in there to give it a bit more detail, then go for it. It's not going to hurt the build, and it's always nice to add a little bit of your touch into the creation. So now to the front of the build with our blue concrete, from this block here, we're going to go 1, 2, and then on top we're going to go with a blue wool, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 blue concrete, a blue wool on the end, and again 2 more blue concrete just to fill in that little gap. And that's the sort of front of his head done now. And then the top section here, you can actually fill it all in with blue wool all the way through. We'll just speed that up again because it's a little bit boring. And there we go, that's all the robe done. So with our blue wool from this block here, I want it to come out by 4. Okay, and then come down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue wool. And then underneath that, you want to do 5 blue concrete as well. Okay, so you should have something like that. From this block here, I want you to come up by 2 and then 1 diagonally. And then I want you to do 2 and then another 2 on a diagonal as well. So you should have something looking like that. And then with our blue wool, all you're going to do is fill in all the gaps leading up to the top of the arm there. So there we go. Look at that. So that's the one section of the arm. Looking good. All we're going to do now is spin on round to the back, and we're going to bring this across by 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 4x4 arm, this is. And then we're going to replicate the exact same section that we've already done. So you come down by 5 wool in total, followed by 5 concrete, and again diagonally 1 block there, 2 blocks diagonally, 2 blocks diagonally, and 2 blocks diagonally. And then again, all you're going to do now is fill it all up with blue wool all the way to the very, very top. And so basically you've got 2 sides that are exactly the same in every single way. Coming around onto the side of the build now, all I want you to do is this left hand back side here. We're going to go 1, 2 with the blue concrete, come across by 1 and then go up by 1, 2, 3. And then again now, all you need to do is fill it all up to the top with the blue wool. So you should have now a complete arm. There we go, and we're just going to give you a little spin round, and you can see what's going on. Looking nice, looking good. All we're going to do now is literally replicate the same on this side. So from that corner block here, remember, I want it to come across by 4. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down in total with the blue wool. And then 5 down in total with the blue concrete. And then from here, come down by 2 blocks. Come down by 2 blocks again diagonally, and come down by 2 blocks again diagonally, and then 1 block there. And then again from here you can fill it all up with the blue wool all the way to the very, very top. There we go, looking good. And then yes, if you've already remembered, we're going to replicate that exact same pattern on the opposite side. So come across now by 4 blocks, and you can bring this out by 4 blocks as well. So remember, it's a 4x4 block arm. And then again, 5 blue wool, 5 blue concrete, and then followed by 2 by 2 by 2 all the way down. 1 blue block on the corner there. Fill it all up with wool, and I'm gonna, there we go, there we go, a little bit of filler there. Sweet, looking good. Look at that. Now spin on round to the center part. And if you can remember, who can remember how to do this? So we're gonna go here. Gonna go 1, 2 blocks, and then 1, 2, 3 blocks on that side, and then fill it up with blue wool all the way to the very top. There we go. Look at that. So now you've got your second arm complete. So congratulations. All we need to do now is fill the arms in with his sort of bony sort of structure. So from here, I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4 the blue concrete, and then next to that, I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4 light grey concrete, and then followed by 4 of the wool, and then followed by 8 of the clay. So that gives that nice sort of effect of shade or shadow underneath the arm section. So again, we're going to replicate the same thing. So 4 concrete there. I want you to place 4 light grey concrete, 4 of the wool, and then 8 of the clay. And that, my friends, is how you build a Wraith. I hope you enjoyed that build. I've been Zu-Wii-Mama, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.